Are you thinking of selling your house?
Should I sign an exclusive agent agreement?
Is 1% commission okay or not?
We'll answer all these questions in this video.
Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back. So this video today is actually a follow-up of a video we have done previously before. The video was actually how to sell your units with the most offers actually. We compiled a FAQ for sellers. Today we are here to answer all those questions and we'll start off with the very first one.
Right.
Should I sign with an exclusive agent?
The common explanation for exclusive will be sellers only need to deal with one agent, and this exclusive agent will commit more time and resources to sell your property.
And the reasons why sellers are against exclusive is that they feel like they're locked down for 3 months, and also they feel that with multiple agents there'll be more buyers, it will lead to a faster transaction.
I think to me, at the end of the day, the core issue is a trust, or rather the lack of it.
So let's say you are a seller and you have a non-exclusive agreement with a few multiple agents, okay? As you can see on the left hand side, half-hearted agents. And what we mean by that is that if you can see on the left here, we're using Riverview Crest as an example. Two different agents marketing the very same unit, okay? One agent constantly reposting, the one at the top, and at the very bottom you can tell this agent has not reposted for a month.
I think what likely happened is that there's a few agents marketing this unit, probably 2 agents, and the lower one has not been posting for about 1 month. That means when you don't repost, right, your listing might not appear on top page or the first page. When you're not on first page, no one will notice you and you'll get no calls and there'll be no viewings.
In fact, actually, I would just want to add on that this seller is very fortunate that there's only one half-hearted agent. Imagine if both agents were half-hearted, then this listing will have no exposure at all.
So likely one of the agents lost the motivation, didn't repost.
And on the right-hand side here, speaking about confusing the buyers, what we have is a price war. Because naturally, agents will always think that if I price my unit the lowest, people will call me. So as you can see over here, 3 different postings, but for the same property.
It's true that when you get multiple agents, you get them to fight for the best price. Everyone want to act fast. But there's 2 sides of the coin. When you get overzealous agents who want to try to grab the deal, sometimes they might reduce the price themselves without informing the seller. Yes. So this causes price difference.
To simplify it, we have a very simple case study over here, okay? 3 different agents marketing the same property at 3 different prices. Agent C at 1.2, Agent B at 1.1, Agent A at $1 million. Okay?
Assuming that 1.2 is the official price given by the seller.
That's correct. Now, naturally, if you are a buyer or a buyer of an agent, you will call Agent A because Agent A is marketing at the lower price. So, unfortunately, as with most cases over here, once they call to Agent A and Agent A takes that offer to the seller will be like, I didn't ask you to advertise at 1 million.
I'm a victim of this such cases because there was once who was at agency position trying to market the price 1.2 million as advised by the seller. But what happened was that there are other agents trying to list the price lower without the permission from seller. So when this buyer came to me and viewed the unit, show interest as ready to offer me. But when he double checked probably Guru and realized that other agents are marketing at lower price, so he get confused and will then naturally call the agent A or B. To cut the story short, so end up he was confused about price and his initial zest to want to offer a higher price became less. The motivation became less. So end up he went on to another unit and bought another unit somewhere else. Yep.
And just like that, Dennis, don't you feel that the seller lost a potential buyer in that case? Just because there are so many confusing messages with these 3 different price points over here?
From experience, sometimes it's very hard for the seller to police such action because normally the seller will say, Dennis, don't worry, I'll monitor all to be same price. What will happen? Maybe I'll go back to the slide under price war, the last listing at the bottom. Other agents are selling at 910K, 913K. The last agent is posting at 890K. If you click inside this listing, you see that actually it's the same unit. So this agent just posts a different picture on top to confuse the sellers or the buyers, so that it's very hard for the seller to monitor every day, are they posting at the same price. So yes, I agree that when you get more agents to sell for you, you get bigger exposure. The chance is that the price might not be as high as an exclusive agent.
Question number 2 over here. Is it okay if I pay 1% to my agent or not? Okay.
The market rate is about 2%, but we know that there's also agents who charge 1%. And even 3% for those more branded agents. Yeah.
But for us, we like to throw back 3 different questions when talking about commission rates over here. If you have an agent who promise you the sky, but yeah, it's charging you 1%. I think the 3 questions you should ask is, will your property appear on page 1 of listing portals? What will your property video look like? And question number 3, beside the listing portals, is there a Facebook or YouTube marketing plan?
For me, Emmanuel, we charge a standard 2% market rate because we are giving the value to the customers. This is what we mean.
For people who do not have a Property Guru account, we just want to let you know that there's something known as turbo boost. So whenever you boost a listing, right, you're actually pushing up, giving it more exposure, because people normally look at page 1, they very rarely go to page 2.
To put it this way, listing a unit in Property Guru, a major listing portal, is very easy. You only need 1 credit, right? In order to make sure that this listing stay on top page or page 1, you have to boost or turbo boost. Just give an example of how much does it cost to boost a unit to the top page.
Yes.
So for example, on the right hand side, you see a 1 turbo boost, it costs about 110 credits. Different listing will have different credits. So using Scala as example, it costs 110 credits to boost. And per credit, if you buy from this Property Guru as a package, it will cost about 70 cents to 75 cents. Let's assume a low rate of 70 cents. Each time you boost will be $77.
Can you just imagine that? That's actually almost the price of a classified ads actually. Turbo boost 1 time, $77.
In order to stay on top page of page 1, and there's a lot of other fellow competitors, you need to boost every day. Sometimes in very urgent time, you need to boost 3 times per day. It's common. This is how much you spend to ensure your listing will stay on top page.
Yes, this is when you as the seller have to ask your agent who's charging you 1%, are you able to do this for me?
From our experience, a 1% agent will unlikely boost your unit to save costs.
Because it costs a lot of money. To put it very simply, myself and Dennis, whenever we are marketing a property, we do not believe in list and wait. We are not passive in our marketing.
You have to stay on page 1. Let's imagine you are searching something on Google. Will you bother to take a look at page 2 or page 3?
Almost never.
Very rare.
Very rare.
Yeah, so this is important to stay on page 1. If not, you'll be just wasting your time.
And other than Property Guru, we also have what we call the social media and videos actually. So these are the things that we're actually doing for our customers. So things like sponsored ads for Facebook, YouTube videos with a proper host in front, not just a collage of pictures actually.
What manual means is that there'll be a lot of videos in Property Guru listings, but notice that a lot are very low budget videos where you can easily just put a collage of different pictures using a smartphone apps. You can just put them together. So these are so-called very simple and low budget videos. But personally, I felt that for a proper video, you need to have a host talking to introduce this property. That'd be more entertaining. You capture more eyeball. You don't believe? You try watching those videos with collage of pictures with no host.
To put it very bluntly, when you pay 1%, you will get 1% effort. But when you pay 2%, you get the effort of 2%. And what we are showing you is an example of a 2% agent.
The idea is to use social media to give your unit maximum exposure. And you must ensure that your listing is on page 1 to garner the most eyeball. Then this will sell your property fast. Yeah.
That's correct. Active approach to listing your property.